Is there any chance for Nick Mullens to be a starter next season, and where?
Well, actually, after that last game, I don't think so that he can be a starter next year. Because, okay, that Washington defense is great, but all the mistakes that he made this year, all the pretty bad mistakes that he made this year were in situations with easy passes, or at least easier passes. And those mistakes cost him a lot, I think. And that's why I don't think that he can be a starter. But if he is going to play great against the Seahawks and the Cardinals, I don't think that the Cowboys game counts, because the Cowboys are just trash. Then then maybe he can be a starter next year, I think. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Chicago Bears sign him, or I would like to see him in the Rams competing against Jared Goff.
Me too. I was also thinking Cincinnati, because Burrow could be out a year. They run a similar system. They could see Nick Mullens as a guy who gets them through 2021 while they're waiting for Burrow to come back. Unless whatever guy they got, I forget who their backup is, Ryan something is good. So it could be Cincinnati. But no, I think the most likely scenario for Mullens would be the 49ers. Because the way I see it is Jimmy's a goner. CJ's a goner. Nick's probably coming back, but not to be the starter unless he just throws for 1,000 yards the next 3 games and 10 touchdowns. He could be the starter because I think he's going to be the backup long-term for this team. I think he's going to be the backup for this team for 10 years. He knows the offense too well. Kyle Shanahan loves him. Even though he's turned the ball over, he's also thrown for almost 4,200 yards in 15 starts, which no Niners quarterback has done ever. So he's done certain things to keep him in the league. I mean, his quarterback rating for his career is 88, which is nothing to be ashamed of. It's not like 75 for CJ Beathard. So I think he'll be on the team next year. Jimmy won't. CJ won't. And then they'll draft a guy. And if it's Kyle Trask, then Trask is going to start week 1. We won't see Mullens, maybe ever again. But if it's Trey Lance, the kid from North Dakota State who threw 318 passes and played 1AA football, then good luck beating out Nick Mullens in training camp. I think we could see Nick Mullens week 1.
Maybe. But what I think of is I mentioned that before, that I don't think that the 49ers fans can just put some pressure onto Kyle Shanahan to make somebody else a starter in this team. But what I do think of is, if we are going to draft a rookie quarterback, then there will be enough pressure on Kyle Shanahan's shoulders to put him there into the starting position on first week. And after that, if he misses some plays, then okay. I said that I don't want to start with a rookie quarterback. Everybody else said that I should start a rookie quarterback. Then we lost. Let's do it my way. I think everything with Kyle Shanahan is that he wants other people to feel that I am the best. I know what I'm doing. I don't care anybody else. I prove you and you and you and everybody else that you were wrong and I was right. So egoistic. Egoistic.
And I can really relate with that, because I'm the same way. And what I'm saying is, if you think I like Nick Mullens, you don't understand how much Kyle Shanahan likes Nick Mullens. You don't get it. And Shanahan understands that he can't sell Mullens as a starter of this team to the franchise yet. He hasn't won enough. You can't. The season isn't over, and he hasn't benched Nick Mullens for a reason. And I'm telling you, he's dying for Nick Mullens to give him the option to start him week 1, because he might want to draft Trey Lance. And the right thing to do if you draft Trey Lance is to sit him for a year. He's played 1 season in 1AA football. He's not ready to start right away. He's the kind of guy who would benefit from some time on the bench. And you can't do that unless you have a guy like Nick Mullens who could start week 1. Now, you could bring in Ryan Fitzpatrick, but who's to say Fitzpatrick would operate this offense better than Mullens week 1, and he wouldn't even know it. So I think Shanahan would at least like the option to not throw his first-round quarterback onto the field week 1, and Nick Mullens gives him that option if he can actually play well the next 3 weeks. Because right now, Niner fans would flip out if they thought Nick Mullens was going to start week 1. So he's got some stuff to prove. If he tears up Dallas, if he beats Dallas, Niner fans will love him. Just because what you said, Niner fans hate Dallas. 1 win against Dallas and 300 yards, you're okay in my book, Nick. So let's see what he does.